Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Please bear with me because this is my first YouTube video. But today I just want to go over like my everyday foundation routine. Like when I go to work and I have to be up early and I don't have time to do too much. This is what I use on a daily basis. And I'm also going to be testing out the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation for the second time. So I have tested it out once. But I'm going to try it again today. I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Poreless primer, and I like this one because it's mattifying. I have oily skin, so this is good to kind of fill the pores and also mattify my skin as well. You only want to use a little bit. It's about a dot size or so. I'll put it mainly in my T-zone. It's where I tend to get oily, and then in my cheeks where I pretty much have big pores. So I'll place it there, and then I'll kind of try and tap it into the skin so it kind of absorbs it. Then next, I'll be taking my handy dandy beauty blender. I used to really like the Real Techniques one, and then I went back to the beauty blender, and I was like, there's nothing like this beauty blender. The way it blends your foundation, seamless. And I will be taking the Fenty Beauty foundation. I grabbed shade 240, which is warm. All my foundations, I usually get warm tone foundations. I'm kind of warm olivey, and I usually do about 2 pumps or so onto the beauty blender, nothing major. And then I'll tap that. I'll get a little mirror so that I can properly see my face. And then I'll start to blend that out on half my face. My face has a lot of redness. I don't know if I have rosacea or what it is, but my face does have a lot of redness. But I think this is pretty much medium to full coverage because it does cancel out a lot of my redness, which is what I look for. And always make sure you blend out onto your neck because you don't want to be one of those people. And as I'm pouncing, I just realized my beauty blender isn't wet, so I'll be right back. And probably on an everyday, this could probably take you 10 minutes, not even. But since I'm talking through, it takes a little bit longer. So I think that looks beautiful on the skin. I'm really in love with this foundation so far. It stays pretty long wear that I can remember. It lasts me pretty much all day. My big area usually breaks down around my T-zone, which that's pretty much probably everybody. It's always the T-zone. I'll be going in my friendly Shapetape, which bomb.com. And I'll be using shade light medium. Really full coverage. I love this. Anybody will tell you this is the best stuff. And then I'll go ahead and I'll put that under my under eye. And then I'll go up on the forehead, come down a little bit. But I won't go to the tip of my nose since for me I am oily. I try not to go to the tip of my nose, put too much product because I don't want it to break up easier. A little bit in the cupid's bow. And then a tint on the chin because I do get really oily on the chin as well. Again, take my beauty blender and blend that out. And as you can see how quickly the beauty blender blends that out, like seamless. I love it. Pounce a little bit on the forehead. And I tend to do that with the other side because I don't want my forehead to be too bright. So I'll pounce it out with the other side. There's probably a little bit left of foundation on it, so that works for me. I never really contour my nose, especially for days like my everyday makeup routine. I never contour my nose. Just an extra step we don't need. And again, blend out the other side. I wanted to get Trophy Wife highlighter, and I'm so upset that the Sephora I went to by my house didn't have it. I was like, come on! Like, even though I'm pretty medium skin tone, light to medium kind of, that highlighter will give you life. Like, and then the way, let's just talk about it, the way Rihanna's makeup looked the night of her, when she came out with her makeup line, her makeup looks so flawless in that Trophy Wipe on her cheeks. And I know a lot of people use it in the inner corner and it just looks gorgeous. I need it. Okay. I always have to go in with my handy dandy NYC Translucent Powder, and I know they took it out all the stores. It's so hard to find it. I used to be able to find it at Target, now not no more, but from what I can hear, they still have it available. I think on like Amazon or something like that, which I am upset that they took it away, but I've been using it. It's lasting me forever, and so I'll put a good amount onto my sponge, and I'll just set under eye. And then I'll take my Real Techniques brush. It's a buffing brush, and I just always use this to get in the corners and brush away any excess powder that I may have. So it leaves like a good look to the under eyes. And then around my T-zone and stuff too. So once that's done, I really don't, since this foundation is so like matte, it's not sticky at all, so I don't have to go in with any type of like setting powder all over my face. I usually don't do that with matte foundations. So next I'll take a little bit of my MAC bronzing powder, and it's in the shade Refined Golden, and it has a little bit of shimmer in the pan, but you don't see that when applied to the face. My best friend got it for me, and I just started reusing it again recently, and when I tell you, I just love the warmth that it comes to my skin. It gives a nice warmth. So I'll put that kind of like a bronze contour, half and half. I only use this dip. I never really go into cream contour much. Again, due to the fact that I'm a little bit oily, so I try to stay away from using too many liquid products. And again, I'll put a little bit of that onto my neck so that it blends out well. And I don't have too many different shades going on over here, if you know what I mean. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. The hollows of my cheeks. Get that a good blend. Forehead. Then next I'll be taking another Eco Tools brush. It's like a fan brush, and I'm going in with Wet n Wild. Now when I tell you, this is so bomb and it's so affordable, you guys. But this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. And whew, let me tell you, for it being like, I think it's like what, $4 or $5, I got it out of Walmart. To die for. So I'll take a little bit of that, kick off the excess, and I'll go right in to my cheeks. You guys, look at that highlight. Talk to me. And I'll do a little bit like on my temples, above my brows. And I'll come a little bit down the nose, but not much because, again, I'm oily. little bit on the Cupid's bow. So now for my eyebrows, to do a quick little fill-in, but I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown. I used to use chocolate, and then I just realized that it was just a little bit too light for me. For my sparse areas, I wanted something that was a little darker, blended in with my eyebrows hair a little bit better. But I'll just start from the bottom. Not directly right at the beginning of my hairs, because I don't want it to be too dark in the front. And then I'll take a little bit on the top, just kind of to create the shape that I want. Because I have a lot of eyebrow hairs, but I just like them a little bit more defined, a little bit more filled in, a little bit thicker. I guess from waxing them for so long when I was younger, my hairs are just have thin eyebrows now, and I'm not a fan. I'll brush up the ends. Comb through, blend that out. And then when I'm not doing like I'm really detailed glam day, I'll just do this basic fill-in. The other eye. And I try not to mess up, because on days when I'm trying to run quickly, I don't want to have to go in with concealer, or sometimes I'll just use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and clean underneath my brows. So whatever bronzer I'm using that day, if I'm in a rush, I'll just take that same bronzer, a big fleshy brush. This is one of the Kylie brushes that I got in the set. I'll dip that in, and I'll put that right in my crease to give my crease some type of definition, just a little bit deeper. This is literally my ride or die mascara. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I love it. The L'Oreal one is really good, you know, for a dupe, but I still always find myself going back to this. I mean, look at the bristles. They're just, it's good. I like it. So I'll just give my eyelashes a couple coats of mascara. And I just kind of try to wiggle it. Who doesn't make an ugly face when they do their mascara? I mean, come on. Next, I'll just take that same highlighter that I was using and hit up the inner corners real quick. Now, I don't do this always, but if I have an extra second or so, I just like to hit up those inner corners. I just feel like it opens up the eyes a little bit. That highlight, though, like, I'll take my famous MAC Fix Plus, give myself a little bit of a, and I'll grab, usually I'll just grab any lipstick that's in my bag, but today I'll be taking the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Stone. I love this. It's like a nice, natural, mauve-y looking lip, and I just love it for every day. It's just so pretty. Well, you guys, that was it for this look. Super easy. Like I said, it takes maybe 10 minutes or so to do a look like this. It's super easy. So leave me some comments below on what you guys would like me to see next. Give me some tips and tricks on what I can improve. Again, this is my first video. Please spare me. And don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe, share, please support. And I'll see you guys in my next video.